Okay. Good?
Okay. What part of the races were you up for?
None of them?
None
of them live.
Wait, I thought you were up for one of them because weren't you watching F2, Rihanna?
Oh.
Yeah, you were watching
Okay,
F2.
yeah, I was up for F2. No. For F3. F2 was too late.
Oh.
It was like at 10 and I fell asleep.
Oh, I thought you were up for like the first 3.
Cause
Wait, which ones were during school? It was FP1 and then.
That's it.
Oh, that was it. FP2 was that late?
Yeah, it was like at 8.
Oh.
It's not late.
But I was at school. I wasn't there for the lacrosse game, but I was there for the film thing.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I went home and watched the F3 race after the cross game. Yeah.
I didn't watch. I only watched the race like in live, and then I fell asleep like at the second red flag.
I woke up in the after the race. I woke up in the morning. I was like, if I watch it right now, I'm gonna fall asleep halfway through.
I don't know how Australia fans always wake up like, cause they're like all the time they're waking up like late or early, early.
Yeah. But this time we had to stay up late.
Yeah, but they always do it. We only do it like once or
no. There's
times.
Japan.
Probably Japan. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Probably. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Anyways,
let's start.
Can't wait to go on anyone. You know, it's in our time zone.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So the first thing that was out of the ordinary in Australia was the weather, because they expected it to be sunny, but it was like kind of like raining, and they were like, I don't know what to do with the tire strategy or whatnot, and so they were like, their strategy was messed up, right?
Yeah.
So then that was during the race, and even like in free practice and like qualifying and all that.
Yeah, it was raining during free practice 3. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Do not quote me on that. It was raining for F3 qualifying. No, F2 qualifying. It was raining. I know that, but I don't know if it was raining for FP.
So from qualifying, who qualified? It was Max Pole, Lewis, and
bro, because we
Max George Lewis.
It was. I thought it was Max.
No,
it was Max George Lewis. Yeah.
It was.
Because then, no, was it
Fernando Lance?
Okay, so the Ferrari weren't in the top,
and then
I think it was
Carlos,
and then
Charles, Alex.
Okay, so yeah, that was. Oh, it was unexpected for me because I thought Mercedes.
I would not expect them to be 2 and 3.
But Ferrari, they have bad
and
reliability. Alex was he's been doing so good.
I know.
So good.
And Australia is such a good track for the Williams car, and so he just used it.
Yeah, especially with it's a Williams car, so already they're an disadvantage. And I don't know if he still has the worst car.
Yeah, I don't know.
But either way,
definitely not.
But then they would have to switch the car with Logan, and I don't think they would have done that from the first race to now. So I think he's still with the same car, supposedly, or whatever. So I was surprised he made it into
What's crazy
Q3.
is that I think about Logan and I'm like, damn, he grew up where.
I know. He lives like 2 hours away.
But then I'm like, that place over there.
Yeah.
But I don't think he grew up here, but they were all racing. So
in Europe.
He wasn't really growing up here.
He lived here until
because
10.
I was literally passing by it because I went to Coconut yesterday and I went to I think it was Cyprus.
Mm-hmm.
There were this community, big.
Yeah, he probably lived in one of those.
He had to have funding for his
He needs the funding.
Yeah, I don't know what his parents do.
Either. I don't think he's ever mentioned it.
I don't know.
Okay, I can't.
Let me look that up.
And then, Bottas and Checo started from pit.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Changed some things in the car.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think because Checo was having the brake problem.
Oh yeah, because all quali and all
free practice
he was in the gravel and all this stuff.
So I think that's what they changed. Something in the brakes.
Oh,
yeah, Dan Williams also explained it on Instagram. Wait, who were we talking about?
Checo.
Oh. I zoned out. I heard Williams because I'm still stuck on Logan.
Oh, I was talking about how the grid music during one of the Actually, never mind. We're not gonna talk about that yet. But it's so good. Like, what were they playing? They were playing. I don't know who they were playing, but I was like, dang, whoever has that.
Alex in the second sector was so good.
He was.
Which is ironic because that's where he crashed, but
which was explained. I understood what's his name? James was explaining, but I guess he was going too fast with
he had to like lift the
whatever
he went
it
too
was
wide or something like that.
Which is very unfortunate because I think he could have gotten like
P6.
Yeah. Well, no. P7 because what's his name Pierre was up there, so I think he could have gotten.
Pierre did good too, right?
I know until
the
end.
Yeah, it's always so disappointing, guys.
So, oh my god. Oh, George was doing really. I think he was doing really good in the beginning, and then
he was first. That first lap was so good.
No, he got his
yellow
tires
flag because of Charles. No. Because of Alex. It was because of Alex.
It was?
And then,
it was Charles.
And then it was a red flag. And then he didn't change. He changed his tires thinking it was going to be safety car, and then it wasn't.
Which is, it was a really good strategy, like, before all the flags and all that, because he was on the, what was he on? I don't know what he was on.
I thought he was P2.
No, he was P1.
He was P1, but they pitted him so his tires would last more.
I thought Lewis was P1.
No, not in the beginning of the race.
It was after he pitted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, so that was a good strategy. Some people said that it was not a bad strategy, but not a good strategy because they were splitting up the cars.
Yeah, and they should.
So they weren't doing like a
together.
team. Instead, they were just like letting George win, which
didn't happen.
Leads people to believe that they're trying to phase Lewis out or whatever. Which I don't think they are, but if they are, I don't think it would be a good decision on their part because
I don't think so either.
I still think he has a lot of years left in him.
Same.
And championships. So if they start phasing him out, that's their loss, literally. And George.
I know. He does have 7 titles.
And I think he'll get to 8.
Oh, that's controversial.
Or 9, whatever your side that you're on. The amount of times people have mistakenly said he has 8 championships, like drivers.
Streamed the other day.
Team principal, like even Christian himself. Like,
but that was before the Max thing.
Yeah,
but still, like that's. I've been seeing the edits on TikTok.
You know what reminds me? You know when Christian and Toto are fighting? He's like, how does it go? It's like Toto's like, Checo has been saying the car.
Oh yeah.
It's like, no, he hasn't. Talked to my driver.
He says, I have the proof right here.
It's printed. I have it printed.
He came in with the receipt.
The receipts. Yeah, he had the receipts.
I have it printed out.
Oh yeah, everyone was on mediums except Alpines and Alfa Romeos, which I was like, I never understand like when teams do that. Like, what determines why?
I don't know
you
the strategy.
Hards are just for long lasting.
Yeah, if you want to like go longer and then you change the softs like at the end, I guess.
Yeah, but like if you see like the whole grid, which I guess like I understand like different cars, different whatever. Like if you see like most of the grid is doing something.
I think because they knew it might be red flagged.
Yeah,
maybe
not red flag or safety car, but
But that's crazy. Is Australia like is their track known for accidents like that?
No, but I think like it's like they know there's gonna be like a safety car. I think
like,
I saw a
amount
video.
Of thought and
they said like 60% chance.
And then
there was
plans
2.
they have to go
and then
through.
3 red flags. But
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Especially in the last
lap or the restart. That was. Yeah, it was just. I can't even describe how crazy that was.
Oh, I was just reading the thing where I'm like Russell to the inside turn.
Just like the animals.
And then I was like Charles to the gravel. No. Every time his radio pops up on that screen, like I swear my heart drops because it's
never
always,
good.
It's never good. It's always like something with his brakes, something with his turn, something. It's always something with his engine or something. And then what's his name? What's his engineer's name?
Zavi. It's like
and then he's like, okay, copy. And it's like Charles is saying the most devastating thing. Also, like Carlos, he was like literally like
about
on
to cry.
Tears almost. God.
Do you want
for
to talk
that
about
penalty, even though they deleted the
that?
lap,
The lap.
and they still gave him the penalty.
I think if the lap wasn't deleted, the penalty makes sense. Because,
Yeah, but why would they give it to him?
or if
for
the what's it called, the standings weren't like reinstated the
Yeah.
way they were, because Alonso would have been last.
yeah.
But he ended up third.
So why are that's so unfair. The FIA has gotten so
Strict or
strict.
just annoying?
Both.
I think strict, and I don't understand why, because like what's the reason for it? It's not really providing
what?
more
It
entertainment.
reminds me of those from our school. Those people are like, you can't go over there, and I'm like,
Oh, like when we have to
I
walk
don't
the
wanna
one
admit
way.
it,
Yeah.
but like I know you. Do you know who I'm talking about?
We all. Yes.
I don't know who you're talking about, but it's fine. And then George and Lewis. Well, what is it called? I feel like the whole race they had like, what's the word? Tension, I guess.
Who?
George and Lewis, like within the
guess,
team,
yeah.
like I feel like it's like happening with what happened with I guess you can say Bottas and Lewis, how like one team was supporting like more one driver than
Yeah.
the other, and I feel like now it's becoming more noticeable, especially with like Lewis after in the podium and his team wasn't even there. Like technically they weren't
But-
there because of the security
yeah.
breach, but like does your whole team need to be away from
I
that?
know.
Oh, I feel
Everyone
so
else's team was
bad.
there,
Yeah.
so.
And he was like, "Where's my team at?" And then no one was there, and that's like
And then
awkward.
he was like, oh.
Yeah, so
That's so
And then his
sad.
interview after, and he was like, well, I haven't even seen them.
that is
Like,
crazy. Like
You
that's
haven't even seen them? Like that's
like he got changed and everything. Like that was a couple.
maybe they all went.
they left. They were
Like, why
"Bye."
wouldn't you want to celebrate that? Like this man
No.
has brought you 7
Yeah.
championships. Well, not 7. But
And also, you guys were not
So-
expecting no podium, so like I don't know why they weren't more happy.
he won all 7 with Mercedes.
No, 6 with Mercedes,
Yeah,
one
that's
with
why I was like,
McLaren.
6 championships,
Yeah,
and you're gonna treat
7
him like
depending
that.
who you ask.
And I'm just like, that's not okay. And I never like ever thought Toto would be like that. Like that he would like.
Well, I know he
It's okay.
congratulated
Over the radio.
him. Yeah, over the radio.
Yeah, I heard that, but like not show up to.
Yeah, I know.
Which I guess whatever. I mean that happens.
I love.
I guess.
I guess.
So like
I love
iconic.
Toto.
Like to me, I think he's so iconic. Like
Okay.
you saw the video. He's like, "What's his starting housewife?"
Yeah, I did see that.
What video?
The TikTok with the one comedian. Like he was in the paddock and he was like making like jokes to like the drivers and stuff.
Yeah, for George was like, look at the guy with the handsome guy with the shirt on.
He's like, wow, I didn't expect you to have a shirt on today.
How many safety cars were there? 2?
I think so.
I put 2, but like I was out by a half. I meant the race was over, and that's what
I
it
think
was.
there's 2. There's 3 red flags.
That's crazy. Like 12 cars only finished, like out of 20.
I know.
7
is crazy.
drivers out.
Hey, Yuki got P10 finally.
I'm so proud of him. Like a lot of people think, well, not a lot of people, but there's suspicion that maybe like Daniel, if he doesn't get a Red Bull seat, and yeah, and the logical choice would be Yuki would be out because Nick just got there.
She said Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
Oh.
It just hit me because I just like when I think of AlphaTauri, I see like the little.
Yeah. It's okay.
I associate them.
So yeah. What was I saying? I forgot.
About Daniel.
Oh yeah, right. So then they think that they would take over Yuki, but I feel like Yuki's been doing good. Like he hasn't been doing bad.
I mean, yeah, compared to Nick, he's doing, and that car is not that good.
Yeah, for what he's doing, and he's definitely got like all his. I don't want to say anger issues. Maybe impulsiveness.
Yes,
Like
he's matured.
matured,
Yeah.
which is so true. Well, okay, maybe not because I saw his podcast with AlphaTauri and his new trainer Michael.
Love them.
And he seems like
Father and
so
son.
like yeah, literally. And he's like, I feel like Yuki's such like a
Explosive.
like a kid, like,
he's like
but
a-
not in a bad way. He's just like so
Maybe
like yeah, like he just enjoys life, like he
Yeah.
really does. I mean, like every time they ask him like, what do you want to do?
he's
He's like, I want to build a restaurant. Like he doesn't even really care about the championship, which is, I mean, is
He's just happy to be there.
yeah,
honestly.
it's so refreshing to see because I mean, all the drivers are well except
Everyone. Yeah.
yeah, Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say because Max kind of looks like he wants to be gone.
He's ready to retire, honestly.
I think he will retire in 2028.
That's when
Maybe.
his contract ends.
That's when his contract ends.
2028 will be graduating
College.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Give me a job, please.
Please.
Promise I'll be a great asset to your team.
Whatever you need, just let me know. I'll get that degree.
I'm in high school, but I won't be soon.
Soon. Just wait.
And then George's mechanical failure, that's when he was out. I was like, I don't want to say I was surprised because it is Mercedes and they are having like issues. I think it was just unfortunate for him because he could have been in the top 3.
I feel like it's not like it's usually not engine.
And the
issues.
fire was, I remembered. When he was like, his car was on fire. I'm just gonna say that he missed the pit and kept going, and I just and I was like, why would you do that? Like,
I don't know if they're allowed to like go in a pit if it's on fire. Maybe they have to pull over and like.
Maybe it's
road
fire.
that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe
makes
it's a fire
sense.
hazard. I don't know.
Yeah, because he kept going.
I'm pretty sure he knew before even if before he was going close to the pits, he knew that his car was.
Yeah, but apparently he like knew like a couple laps before. Like the commentators were like talking about it, and they were like, I don't know why he didn't like pull over before it caught on fire.
Yeah, and what was I saying? They were also, the commentators were saying that Lewis was like, he was trying to not trick, but like he kept saying on the radio like, I don't know if these tires are gonna last.
It always says
and then they were like, is he like being for real? Is he trying to like lowball us right now? Yeah, which
Like,
I guess like
I don't know.
That's his
thing. Can the other teams hear? They can hear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is so smart. Imagine you talk to your strategist before and you're like, we're gonna say this, and then
That's why they were saying that.
Yeah.
And then I like always, I guess, knew, but I didn't like no because they turn on their radios off and on in the car, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember Charles was like, he didn't want to hear whatever. And then I was like, but like, what would be the point of him saying that? Like,
because then
Alonso could like overtake him and like, okay, we're out. His tires.
He's like, I'm for real. I'm lying. Like,
Yeah, but like, how do you know, like, when like the engineers, like when the driver's like being for real when he's
I don't know. I feel like certain drivers are like, okay, I can take you for real. Maybe if it's Lewis, they're like,
yeah, because he did it a couple of times. He was like, I don't know if this is gonna last or something, and then the commentators were like, Lewis is known for this,
and then he gets
like,
fast lap again.
So I guess
like,
yeah, I was just thinking that right now.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love seeing fastest lap. Who got one?
I think Sergio had fastest lap.
Yeah, that man was catching up.
I mean, yeah.
He was.
I think he's.
What did he end up in?
P7.
Well, then again, with the help of all these people crashed.
I know.
Yeah.
But he was last, I guess. So it is a lot of places still. But.
Yeah. I remember he went from like last place to first place when he was with Racing Point.
Yeah. In Bahrain.
Yeah. Anytime I see any videos. No, you can go.
That gave him the Red Bull seat.
Yeah. It did.
I was gonna say, anytime I see any videos with Max, Checo, and Daniel, I swear Checo is always third wheeling them.
I know, he does not want to be there. Like,
every single time, and I'm like,
yeah, I see it when they're having their launch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it like in that new video where like Daniel had some cards and they were doing something with that. I don't know what it was.
Australian quiz or something.
Yeah, and Checo was like third wheeling so hard, and I'm like, I wonder how it feels because like when you know like you have a seat and like the reserve driver is like so, because they don't even call him a reserve driver, they call him a third driver.
Yeah. I feel like some third drivers are not like they're ending at all.
Yeah.
But like Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah, for example, like who's another? For example, I guess Mick. Like I'm not saying he's not like not a good driver, but
like,
right now people like
he's not gonna take George or Lewis's seat. Like
I think
honestly,
when they think of him, they think of like him as a reserve driver. But when you think of Daniel, like
you're like
like we know Max isn't worried about
3.
his seat, but like Checo, and I'm like just wondering like
Max could care less about his seat.
Yeah, and then so Checo's just like in this weird position because his contract ends this season, doesn't it, or next season?
I think next season, but you know that doesn't always
work. You see all
as you can see with Daniel.
Yeah.
Rip.
And they have enough money to like give it to him to like get him out. So
like bye.
Yeah.
And I don't know where else I could see him at.
It's until 2024. Who are out of contract 2023? Lewis, Logan, Nick, Yuki, Kevin, Nico,
Yeah, most of the midfield drivers, because they usually get 1-year contracts and then they just keep renewing them.
And it's not like Christian has like out like wordly said like no, like we're focusing on Checo right now. Daniel is like he's not like that's not the impression he's given. Like when asked can Daniel race, he's like yeah, he's 10 minutes away from doing it. So like, or when they ask like how can Checo like save his seat or something, and he's like he has to match Max's pace, which is how.
Will Daniel match Max's pace too?
He is the only one of his teammates to ever do it.
Yeah, so.
But that was a while ago. So.
Yeah, but then they ended up fighting.
Yeah, but.
But then they were also. I mean, like, I think they've matured because in that time, Daniel was like their star boy.
Max was crazy back then.
Yeah. And Max was 17, like literally just like.
Well, no, when they were teammates, he was like 20.
Well, he was young. That's what like he was young, and now he has like Kelly and his. I don't know what you Kelly's daughter. So, like, there's a lot of maturity that has happened, and I think
he matured so quickly, so young.
He definitely
I guess he needed to.
Yeah, he definitely did. So then I think like there is a possibility, like a slim possibility of Daniel being there. It's 20 minutes?
21.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let's double check this audio. Moment of